to give you options when it comes to our DIY. So we have got a clutch you're going to want to try, whether you want to do it with sewing or no sew. Denise Wild is here to show us the sewing way to do it. She knows her stuff when it comes to sewing and using a machine. And then, of course, Tiffany, she told you she uses that glue gun for everything.
I'm going to make a clutch with it, you know?
Make a clutch with it.
Legit.
This is going to be the no sew version. So let's start with no sew.
No sew.
For the folks out there like me.
Page 16, 17 in my book. This can be beautiful. The idea is you've got a pillowcase. It looks like grandma's house, but I love this stuff. I think this is a beautiful pattern. Everyone has towels and buttons, so this could be your liner. Use your little button and get to work.
Okay, so any towel that you're not using anymore from the bathroom, you can use that.
I love the colors. I love the textures. In the book, actually, this is the one that I made with the sister to this pillowcase.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Let's hold that up for them. Isn't that a lovely clutch? So what I love is, it's great. I love the size. I love the fact that your flip-flops go in here. You take your flip-flops out when it's, you know, 2, 3 in the morning and you cannot do it anymore.
And look, you got a little cloth in here.
Look at that.
So if your flip-flops are sweaty, you know?
Yeah, you're good. That's so good.
So all you have to do is literally just keep your pillowcase intact because pillowcases have those finished edges, right? So you're only really going to glue up the open edge. And then I just go to town and I literally just trim the entire pillowcase with glue.
Okay.
And you pop this puppy on top. So just take a little bit of time and you kind of fold it over, make it special.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So you do want to actually have a proper hemline there.
Well, pretend. That's what gluing is all about. You got to pretend, you know? You just have to pretend that it's cool all the way around.
Yeah.
And the idea behind this, too, is you could use it as a laptop bag. It doesn't have to be a clutch. Anybody of any gender or style can pick a fabric that they like and make this work. So it doesn't have to be something that's super girly and super feminine with all the fleurs.
Did you do anything to the fabric before you started working with it? Did you have to, like, you know, pre-shrink it or wash it?
I mean, washing is always a great idea, especially if you're going to do something that you can't wash it afterwards, like gluing it. I won't be able to wash this.
Got it.
And then the other side, too, and Denise has a couple amazing ideas on other ways that you can transform this so it's a little firmer.
Okay.
The way I've done it here,
it's still floppy.
It's still floppy, right? So this is just, you've
got the final product, and what you've done is added some of this detail onto
and that's just glued on.
It's just glued on. It's a little button, a little tassel.
Little button. Can't wash it afterwards, like gluing it. I won't be able to wash this.
Got it.
And then the other side, too, and Denise has a couple amazing ideas on other ways that you can transform this so it's a little firmer. Okay. The way I've done it here,
it's still floppy. It's
still floppy, right? So this is just, you've
got the final product here, and what you've done is added some of this detail onto
and that's just glued on.
It's just glued on. It's a little button, a little tassel.
You
had some fun with that. Yeah. And then it just opens like this, and you've got that beautiful pop of red inside.
And look at the sides.
You can give.
Look at the sides, right? It's just like it's just like jacked up glue. Yeah.
So you got that contrasting edge.
Yeah. Right. It's kind of cute, right?
It's very nice.
So if you wanted to, I mean, you can get on a roll and go crazy. Yes. You can make a whole bunch of them in all different fabrics, but the idea is just to kind of let it rip. Yeah. Denise, however,
she's got the sew stuff
She's made it like legit.
I just like the fact that this is also one of a kind.
It is. No one's going to have that clutch.
As a gift. Okay, so let's
take
go
apart
see the
your pillow.
Legit version.
Go see the legit.
Exactly. So we're going to be sewing this one.
Yeah, and like Tiffany was saying, you can get so creative. She kept it whole. What I've done is I've just gone through and cut this in half because I'm going to make a smaller version. So again, you've got this vintage pillowcase, and we have our little towel.
Oh, this
and
is a pillowcase
what we'll do,
as well, huh? So look at that.
It was.
You know,
so I'm going to clip
cute
down the
colors,
side too,
and then this towel that everyone has, I guarantee it.
Exactly. You have these towels kicking
right,
and that's what Tiffany's book is all about.
In mustard, in dusty rose,
exactly.
in
taking
emerald.
Things that are already around, that are in your house, or you hit up the thrift store and you find it and you can turn it into something great. So we take this, when we're sewing them together, you want your right sides together because you're going to sew around the edges and then turn it right side out. So we'll take
You're going to flip it after you've got it.
Once we've cut it, I'll trim this one down.
Any special scissors you use for those?
Fabric scissors. Only fabric scissors. Don't let anyone touch your scissors that are made for fabric.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to sew around all 3 sides. Cut it. I'll trim this one down.
Any special scissors you use for those?
Fabric scissors. Only fabric Scissors, don't let anyone touch your scissors that are made for fabric.
Yeah.
Okay,
Special.
so I'm going to sew around all 3 sides, flip it right side out,
Yeah.
and then ta-da, because I already did that really fast.
Yes.
It will look like this. And then what you can do is
Let's
use
show
the
them what
edge.
that looks like. So you've got this going on, and all she's done is flip it inside out, but you also put something in here to make it a little sturdy.
Exactly. So if you want, you know, the floppy one, you can do that, or you can take cardboard, or I like the little plastic placemats from the dollar store.
Oh, smart.
Very inexpensive. You can pop them in, and then you have a little bit of stiffness and body to this.
Yes.
And then fold it in thirds, and we're going to sew up the sides. So just pop this under your sewing machine. So once you've flipped, you sew around the 3 sides, turn it right side out. You'll do what's called a top stitch. You're basically just sewing around the edges.
Okay.
Then fold it again in thirds and just sew down this one side.
So now you've got it so that this is an actual working clutch, which is cool.
Exactly.
The same as Tiffany said, though, wash the fabric beforehand if you're not going to be able to wash it afterwards.
You know what? Or don't even wash it if you don't have time, because you're not going to be washing the clutch. So if you want, you could even just do it just like that.
And look at how easy
so
that is.
So that's the one side. We'll just do the same thing to the other. It flips down. I got creative doing this at an angle. And again, look at all these cool pillows that you can find.
Very cool.
And just make them into a clutch from Tiffany's
So I'll show
book.
you this one first. And then that one opens up to this. So you've got that nice pop of orange in there, which is cool. And then this one, you've added a little button to the front, but you've got that fringe. I think that's cool from the
Exactly.
towel.
Yeah, you're
Very
using what
nice.
you already have and just making it creative, making it look great.
I love it. I love all of them. This is good gift ideas as well, right?
Yes, perfect.
Very nice.